All right, good morning, everybody. It's Uncle Bar, and welcome to Subsistence. And today I'm going to be jumping back into this game after quite some time. The last time I played this game was well over 2 years ago. I did reinstall this fresh because I did not save my previous saves from my old computer because I just had so much stuff on that laptop. I didn't want to, and I don't like to use cloud stuff, so I just uninstalled, just reinstalled it on this computer. So I don't have my old save, which is kind of sad because I had a pretty massive base. I was reading the patch notes before I jumped in. A lot's changed. There's climbing hooks or something, thieving eagles, the harvesting of plant fibers and different things have been changed. Different appearances. I don't know how the whole ratios of what you need for what you get's different or the same, or like I said, there was ATVs now. There's automatic watering setups, I guess, for your planters. There's just a whole bunch of new things that were not in this game when I played last. Different caves, I guess. There's lava caves or something now. There's a lot different. So because it's been so long, and I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, I have no saves because I didn't move things over. I'm gonna put it on easy to get a footing here. It's been a while, so we're gonna leave the hunters off to give myself a little time to get reacquainted with this game. And I'll adjust things because you can turn them back on after, so it's not a big deal. And I would suggest if you're just trying this game out and do the same thing. I like to do 120 days per year. That I do remember. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's jump in. And it's been a while. This game, it's very demanding because of the detail graphics. So you're not going to be able to get this in 1440p. It'll be available in 1080p, high def or lower. Okay. Just want to make sure y'all understand that. And it's just because I think the optimization of this game is not 100%. And I don't want giant file sizes. And I did a test record, and the file size was pretty big. It's pretty demanding on my laptop as well, so I'm not gonna push it. I'll try to keep the videos between 30 and 45 minutes. I won't be doing too many hour-long ones in this, although we'll see how that goes. I might. Right now, I know when you first jump in, this is what you want to do. You want to immediately start gathering lots of wood. Just pound the trees, man. Hit them hard and hit them heavy. Boy, this is going to be interesting because I have not played this in some time. So we'll see how it goes. I have been hitting the long, dark Stalker Vet versus Interloper series pretty hard. I'm up to video 86. Crate, cool. See what's in it. Okay, we got a feather and some biofuel. All things familiar, of course. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I recognize this place. Been so long since I played this. It's gonna be fun. Not overly familiar here with what's going on. The cordage bushes are different, that's for sure. Used to be you had to have an eye for it. They were kind of hard to spot, but once you got your eye trained to it, it was pretty easy. I did see there were some medicinal plants look different. They're also in bunches. Before they were just a single plant. So my eye is not tuned to any of this stuff now. So it's like I'm playing the game again for the first time. That's what it almost feels like anyway. And I have not a ton of hours in this game. God, I can't even guess how many. It's Steam would still have that logged, obviously. That just kind of follows you around with you. Let me just look real quick for y'all. It'll pause it while I'm doing it. I'll do that just to make sure there's nothing goofy going on. Let's see. Steam, where are you, buddy? There we are. I have 1,937.5 hours of playtime. And when I played it, oops, sorry. Like I said, I'll be fumbling around with the keys too, so bear with me, guys. It's been a while. I basically was into the building aspect of this game more than I was like I messed around with hunters for a while, and then I just like I don't really want to deal with the hunters, and I just collected wood. I'm gonna grab that. I know right where I am, by the way, and this is right where I want to be, which is kind of cool because this is where my base was set up in my previous save that I did not save, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. I don't mind starting over on things. I'm not a wuss. All right, I'm just gonna bounce around and just grab some of this stuff. I'm gonna start. We're gonna need these things, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that number. Yeah, 12 of those damn things for one. That's God. I don't know if that's the same as it was, or it seems a little much. Okay, you get some bullets to start with there. I got the gun is damaged, but you can fix it. You just right click on it and you can repair it. You want to kind of, depending on where your screen is, click up there so there you can see it. It's kind of goofy how this thing works, but if you go too low on it, you can't really see the item. See, you can see what it is, but you can't really see how many you need. So just kind of click on the top of it. Also depends on your settings too. So just keep doing this and try not to get eaten by a bear or something. Gonna need some food. Sadly though, when you first start out, you gotta kind of I want the bow, so I'm gonna need sticks and some cordage, so I'm gonna have to get a lot of that stuff. All right, I want to watch out for bears and excuse me, guys. I'm gonna sip my coffee here. Well, I'm gonna have to do the run and hop and jump and skip for the chicken here, and hope I can catch the little shit. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm noticing there's like logs all over the place. I'm assuming those are lootable too. So, like I said, I did go over the patch notes and read through them. There's a lot of stuff that's changed since I played this. So it's gonna be like watching a noob here. See, I can't even catch a freaking chicken, guys. And I'm running by crates, which I don't like freaking doing. So I might have to just let him run away and grab this stuff, because just starting out, you want to get your footing quick. So I did see, yeah, these are the medicinal herbs. These are definitely different. They used to be just like a single plant that were small. Plant fibers are the same pretty much. I don't know if I like some of these things. We'll see as I go along. That's kind of goofy, but I don't know. It's easier to spot. I mean, I've never really, I don't have a lot of eye for them, but I just think the amounts just seems a little weird. I almost could have swore it used to be 6, but I can't tell you. It's been so long. So I'm not gonna guess. Shit. Yeah, you don't want to get an infection from a wolf scratch early on like this, because you're gonna be running around with half stats for quite some time until you can get the materials needed to make a antidote for that. So you gotta be very freaking careful out of the gate. Like I said, food. I'm gonna go over here and to this little pond. And shit, where is that idiot? I don't need that. That's for sure. I don't know where he is. I can't see him. Shit, it's right there. It's a grizzly too. This is sketchy. You want to try to grab them wooden ones, and that's another thing too. That's the loots in those crates sometimes don't make sense. Like you come across a medicinal crate and there's wood stuff in it, and there's this stuff in it that don't belong in them, but it's always been like that. So you just kind of learn to deal with it. Obviously, with all the changes he's made to this game, he intends it to be like that, so that's fine. You just roll with it, right? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the medicinal. You can use those for, yeah, biofuel. Let's see what you need. Kelp, you need raw liver, so you have to be able to kill something. You got to make 3 of these, which requires fish oil, which requires fishing, which requires a fishing rod and tackle, and so it's a process to get it. Now you can get them in specialty crates, but we don't have a base, we don't have any of that kind of thing set up, so that's not an option at this time. Just got to be careful, and we'll. Alright, more medicinal herbs. Alright, I need wood. Go ahead and... Okay, I got, what, 9 now, so, yeah. Basically, you want to try to get a platform set up. At least, to get through the night. But it takes a lot of frickin' wood, guys. And just, you know, that is, you don't have to pick that up. I think there is a setting, though, where you can make it say you have to, but who the hell would want to do that? I'm just going to let it pop out, you know, see. Just goes right in your bag, right? Well, if there was some left on it. There's only a certain amount per tree. These are, what, 3? Per tree. See it going up there? Yeah, it's 4 for that tree, yeah. And I'm just going to bounce around here for a little bit and do this, because I need a lot of this stuff. Plus, I have to have fuel for the fire. We need food, yeah. So, there's a lot to do, and you got a short window to do it. There can be bears in through here. This was my old stomping ground. It's just kind of funny the game started in here. Kind of glad it did, though, because it's been so long. I probably got lost if I was anywhere else. And there's a lot of map changes that were not in the game as well last I played. So, there's a lot to rediscover here. I'm going to give it my best. We need to go diving for some kelp, though. We'll go ahead and jump in right here, check this side. Also, if you see these things, the pearls, you want to... A little bit longer process with the axe, but grab these, you know, early, because later on, if you have to start, you need to start when you start to need those things. If you don't have them, it just makes it miserable. So I try to right out of the gate grab those if I see them. I'll go out of my way to get them. So if I see them, and if it's you know, where I can get to it without drowning. Later on, there are tanks you can make. You can make oxygen tanks, and severely increases your diving capability, which is very handy. There is underground, underground caves, but they're in the water. Something else that wasn't in the game before is they're indicated on the map now. See it right there? I guess, yeah, this is another thing, too. It tells you there's different, like, different resources too that were not in the game last I played as well. So, but it tells you the amounts, you know, like the percentages and stuff. So, like I said, it's a lot of different things. I'm not going to probably be gung-hoing this series. I'm just going to throw an episode or 2 up here or there, and you know, continue on my Long Dark series as I have been. And I'm not sure what I'm doing with Valheim, to be honest with you. I just don't have I don't know what it is. I just can't bring myself to play it lately. I don't know if it's, I don't know. Excuse me, guys. I don't find it much, really. And the longer you kind of hang around in an area, if you keep running around it, things kind of spawn a little bit better for you. It's kind of always been like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just eat all that stuff. I need some food, though. And like I said, that's going to be a little tricky. Plus, when you chase the chickens by foot, they have a uncanny ability of running you into a bear or a wolf. And you're looking down trying to concentrate and grabbing the little shit, and then you look up and there's a wolf standing there in your face. Well, there's one right here, and I gotta try it. Yeah, boy. Kind of hop and run. That's how I used to do it anyway. But they do that number, and then they kind of stop. See, I can't get close enough to him yet. He's gonna take off that way. These are a pain in the ass by foot. Shit. Yeah, it's been so long. I'm rusty as hell. I'm usually on these things like pretty quick. That's all right. Been a while. Need this stuff badly, so I'm gonna grab it. 4 of those. If I remember, these make 2 per. I mean, I do have some time in this game, so it's not like I'm new at it. It's just there's a lot of new things in it since I played it last, so I gotta kind of get acquainted with all this stuff that's been added and changed since I played. I was laughing. I guess eagles can fly down and steal your kills. Thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know that I really like that too much, but I mean, if I needed food really bad and some freaking bird swoops down and grabs my chicken, I'm gonna be pissed, man. Probably gonna be swearing, so you'll hear Uncle Potty Mouth come flying on out. No, that's fine. It's, like I said before, I'm just a human being. At least that one chicken's totally not going to be enough, so I got to try to keep my eye out for those while I gather stuff and keep things crafting in the background. I got to get some kelp because that's your, you need, you got to have your fruits and veg, you got to have your proteins, and you got to have your water, which you get starch off a canteen. They're not totally cruel in this game. You can craft those, obviously, later on. Well, not obviously, but you can craft those. They're canteens. I'm kind of excited about that water gathering machine. I guess you can craft now. According to the notes, you can fill your canteens and all kinds of stuff with it. So that's kind of neat. Kind of looking forward to some of the things I read. Alright, well, I got some things. I got to be able to get a platform up. And so that when it starts getting dark out, we have something to be safe on from the predators. We're going to have to get a little campfire going. But you have to craft that. Then you place it down, put some wood in it. They're not very efficient. They're kind of a pain in the ass to keep going. Because again, you don't have a lot of fuel starter either. So this is going to be interesting. It's been a while. So it's just going to do what I remember about this. And that's just run around and grab shit. So what I'm doing. You can use these, eat these. You don't really get a whole lot from it. I'd rather save them for... I hit the mute button just in time, guys. Sneeze out of nowhere. It's early morning. Allergies are crazy. I woke up today and I'm, oh, I know what's going on. I didn't take my, my allergy pill this morning. Kind of wonder why suddenly my eyes started freaking burning. Like, oh boy, gonna die. I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about now. That's alright. I usually just babble anyway, so I'm sure it wasn't nothing overly important. I do got to get a pickaxe made here. I'm not seeing much in the ways of scrap metal, though. Do I have any? Yeah, 2. What I want to try to get pretty much immediately is going to be that. Then we're going to need some arrows. Just bear with me. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, I can make some. This, I think, makes two as well. That would be extremely beneficial for just, it's so much easier to shoot the chicken with an arrow than, well, it's not easy to shoot the chicken with the arrow, but it's better than chasing the little shits down by hand and jumping and running like a freaking idiot and hoping you catch the little shit without getting ran into a bear or a wolf or something. So, and I have noticed though, like seriously, I do rounds like this area, and why I like this spot so much, this bird's forest. There's a lot of them grub trees, and they give you 6 logs per through this area. There's also a lot of spots that the specialty crates that you need keys. You have to make keys to open spawn in this area, and I have a record, and I got it written down on my I have a game file. I call it's a game mastery file, right? But anyway, I found 5 here in one day. It's not something that's gonna happen a lot. I wouldn't expect it. I got lucky. I know the spots where they spawn. However, it's been a while. I don't remember them. But as we run around, I'm sure I'll be reacquainted with that as well. So there's a lot to do right out of the gate. There really is. Okay, let's go ahead and get the bow made. Craft up what I can of the arrows. That should be 6 arrows, if I remember correctly. It should make 2. Now, let me finish getting this wood while it's doing its thing. Ooh, that rabbit right there. They have leather, and that's kind of a needed thing too. But these rabbits spot you easily, and when they run, they're hard to see. Yeah, he took off. I am going to want to get a pickaxe pretty quickly as well, so I'm not running, because you know, grabbing them resources as soon as you can is a huge help as well. All right, let me go ahead and go here. I'm going to make, oh crap, I can't. I need more cordage. Let me grab this. I'm gonna have to run around looking for cordage, man. Because it's getting time is passing here, so yeah, it's just kind of goofy to me, but yeah, it's the way it is. It's the way it is. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't really remember. I didn't really have a reference to start reading the notes, but so I went back and I kind of figured a general idea when I played last, and started going through it, and I started seeing things that weren't in the game before, and I was like, oh, this must be it, because all right, I got the bow, and we have 6 arrows, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and get that out. Now, I'm not gonna be going and popping bears or anything with this just yet. I'm going to be going after primarily rabbits and chickens with it. A sad fact about this game is you don't get arrows back when you kill an animal. Also, if you miss, they can break, and you'll hear it. If they hit the ground, you can get them back, but like I said, they can also break, so it's not a guaranteed thing. But when you do hit a creature, predator, you know, rabbit, bear, you do not get that arrow back. You didn't used to anyway, so I would assume that would stay the same. I didn't read anything about it, so. The only problem with the birch forest is that there can be bears and stuff through here, so sometimes you gotta kind of go around things. But there's a lot of trees here, a lot of those grub trees. There's good areas to get the kelp, which I do need. If you see, there's a list here too. I need to craft the foundation. That's what I'm working on right now, so I'll make that. And we need to purify water. I need to get 5 kelp. I need to get an animal. We need to cook meat on the fire, kill a predator, butcher a predator. So, and that's pretty much all I think that it is going to tell us to do. And then you're kind of on your own, unless he added to it. I'll find out when I get that list completed. I don't see where he would have, and I didn't read anything about it. I didn't study the freaking notes, guys. I just peruse them quickly, so I have no idea what to expect. I do love this game though. And I know a lot of you long darkians out there might not like to hear this, but this game is harder than the long dark. I'm just going to say that right now. And you know, it's just the way it is, guys. It's yeah, it's a lot more intense. It's a lot harder to gather resources. It's a lot harder to you know, when you put it on hard or even just normal mode, yeah, it gets pretty intense. Basically, between easy and normal is the wildlife charge you differently, and also if you don't kill them, they come back a higher level. Easy doesn't do that, and you don't lose your stuff. Normal, you have to run back to where you died and retrieve your bag, and you can get stuck in a death loop. I really wanted that rabbit, but I guess that ain't gonna happen. You get stuck in a death loop. That's the differences between easy and normal, really. There's more wildlife in normal. Not a whole lot more, but there is more. And like I said, the spawning thing, you know, normal, you got to run back to your dead self and retrieve your things. Oh, I meant to get my axe out. That's okay. Because I want to grab some more wood, too. Okay, so I got that. I want to get at least one steps. I'll hold on to the rest of that for now. See, that's a potato. That's almost like what the old medicinal plant used to look like. I mean, it was, you know, didn't look like that. I mean, but it was like that size, and there was only one. So these bunches of things are all new to me. All right, and this is the kelp. This little spot here can either have some or not have some. So again, if you see pearls, grab them. There's one there. No, that might be, what is that? Sandstone or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, that's a pearl. You also want to do this and just look around, because the bears and wolves will come in the water and try to kill you, and they will kill you. I learned my lesson with Dad a long time ago playing this. Thinking I'm safe. I'm going to jump in the water right now. The freaking bears come right down in there, and they are fast too in the water. So, trying to just gather some of these. You can eat these for your fruits and veggies for the day. My food is a serious issue at the moment. I do have some grubs and stuff, so I'm going to try to... Right now, I just want to find some kelp. Okay, there's one here. They're a little bit hard to spot. But we got the 5, yeah. All right, and this also has a little weird bug in the water. It feels like you can't move. Let go of your keys completely, and then just re-hit the button to go up. And it's always done that. It takes a little getting used to, but... yeah. Yeah, I got to get some food here. I'm going to be in trouble. Alright, it's not lootable. Let me pop a couple more trees. What do I got? 73, so I'm not in terrible shape there. I only have one nail, though, so I won't be doing much more of the building, so I'm going to have to be careful of the platform. If you have to disassemble things, you don't get back all the resources for it, so you're on kind of a... I mean, you're gonna be moving things later. So right now it's a survival thing, right? So I just want to get a platform somewhere over here. I don't know. I like to put near the water so I can just run down the steps and get my water. I kind of like this spot right here. Bear right there, I think, but I kind of like this. Last time I built down there, down by the beach over there. But I kind of want to build up here this time. Do something a little different. Maybe we can do like a multi-level thing and use that upper tier up there too. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and, I'm not going to make this very tall at first. And I suppose I could try to make a headroom. Do that, and then we'll put this one here, and I should be able to jump up on here. Yeah, so that'll work. So hopefully I got enough to... Where the hell's the fire? There we go. We got to make a fire here, and I'm going to butcher the chicken. That'll give us a couple more arrows. Sadly, I'm going to have to survive through the night with not enough calories. I could eat those grubs, but I really don't want to do that. Alright. Yes, you can place down fires in Subsistence. It's, you know. We need, oh, ignition goof. There you go. And that's it. I could probably, can I make any of those? There's what, the fire starters or whatever. Yeah, these things. Actually, yeah, so I'm okay. What I'm probably going to do is do this. Sticks. I remember you just have to keep making sticks, you know. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Just touch the water down here and click on your canteen, fill it up. We'll get that on the fire as well to purify it. You don't want to drink like that because you'll get sick. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of these while I have the resources to do it. Like I said, during the day I kind of try to run back and keep this going, but I'm going to want to try to get a chest of some kind. This is just kind of going to get us through the night. I'm going to have to get some food, though. Maybe if something creeps up close enough over here, I can try to cheese it. However, I don't know if he changed the mechanics for that or not, like, because you used to be able to jump up on these, you'd be pretty safe. I don't know if he's changed that or what. You see how much that chicken did? It don't do crap. You need like 3, 4 of those things. It's going to go up, and yeah, it's going to stop right there. I have enough to get through the night. So that's okay. It's a great game. If you've never tried it, guys, it's worth it. If you're into survival type games. And it is hard. There are aspects about The Long Dark that are harder, but this game overall, I'm just talking from a... Okay. It's not laden with zombies, which is another thing that attracted me to it, like The Long Dark. This game actually has hunters. And they set up and build bases, and you can go bust their base later, and you can get a lot of really good shit out of it. You just got to let them advance their base, right? And you can choose how they attack you in your settings. Like if they're enabled, so you can do revenge and periodic attacks. Only revenge attacks. That means if you attack them, they'll come in and come after your base, and they'll try to blow it up with, you know, explosive arrows and Molotovs and set your shit on fire and all that. Or you can do no attacks. If you do the periodic attacks, revenge and periodic, they will just out of nowhere just attack your base, right? So I leave this off when I first start. I got it on easy for now because it's been a while. I just want to get... Oh, shit. I didn't save that, did I? I think I might have just borked myself. Clicking like an idiot, or did it save? I don't know, we'll see. No. Okay, yeah, did. Alright. Alright, anyway, thank God. That would have sucked. So that's how the hunters work. That's almost borked my damn self there, man. Would have sucked. And I basically just have to sit here and... the bed in this game does not sleep through the night, so you have to do work around the base or keep yourself busy, so this is going to kind of be boring right here. And I apologize, guys. I cannot change that. What the bed does is it allows you to purchase spawn points, like a couple, 3 at a time. So when you die, you spawn at your bed, not a random location all over, because if you don't have that set, you spawn in a random location and you could be pretty far away from your death spot. That's why I have it on easy right now. Just to get my foot it back in the door, so to speak, and I'll turn it. I'll bump the stuff up after. I'll turn the hunters on and all that because they can build their bases up much faster than you, and they also have guns and stuff right away. So yeah, And you can see them at night when they're building their base. So, you know, you have a lot of the subsistence players refer to them as Bravo, Elf, you know, whatever. I just call it, hey, it's that base over there, or, you know, whatever. I don't know what they call it. It's Elf or Bravo. I don't even know. I don't use them terms. I just get to know where they are and say, okay, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna attack that one today, or I'm just goofy like that. We do got that. I should make a couple more of these. Oh shit, I can't. Got nails. Alright, that's fine. Is there anything else I need here? Not overly terrible at the moment. I'll go ahead and don't give you any proteins. You get fruits and vegetables, gives your hunger up a little bit, and you get -1 on your hydration. That's good. They expire. I know that's changed a little bit too since I last played. I gotta keep an eye on that. These are made, use these for, you know, crafting ammunition. And then there's different components. Right now we're gonna want to get this device here set up. So I need some more scrap. This allows you to craft things. It generates, I think, 500 power by itself. And I think it's 100 mass. I don't know. I think. I can't remember. It's been a while. And then you can add on to it later. You have to start getting the power generation, solar, and there's some wind, and there's also generators that you can fill with fuel and charge stuff up. And I'll go over all that when that time comes. And nails are a thorn in your ass in this game, let me tell you guys. That's what I mean about the game as a whole just being harder, because it takes a lot more diligence and persistence and patience to build. Now later on, once you start getting established, I'm going to build a starter base, and it's going to be probably what I'll do is I'll add one on to here and one on to here, and then I'll do an angle, and then I'll do like the, you know, so it's going to be like a, I don't know, so it'd be 1, 2, so 5. I'm going to go, you know, like maybe 3 over and then do the 5 there, and I'm going to make it kind of using these, hang on, using these cornered ones just to give it a kind of neat look, and I'll leave it like that because it's going to be functional for quite some time, and then whether I can gather up and start saving up, and then I can worry about adding on to the build later. Just run around gathering stuff, you know. Now, there is a little cheese I'll show you guys at some point, how you can cheese some looting. It's up to you whether you want to use it. It could be considered exploitative, so I don't know. And welcome to Subsistence. This is what you do at night. I have nothing to do right now because I don't have anything to really do. Yeah, we just got to get an animal. If I was to leave here, it's probably going to be chilly. It's not that bad, but you don't really want to be roaming around this. They give you the stick, dudes, but it doesn't do crap. It's almost more of a hindrance than a... I mean, it's better than nothing. Trust me, I've used it. And you can see the hunters. If you look on the map at night, you can see them running around. Either you'll see their campfire, or you'll see them holding one of these glow sticks in their hand, and you'll be able to see it. You can change the color of that. You just left click on it, and then you select the color you want. So you can make it green, red, yellow. Well, it's like orange. This purple color. And the cool thing is, once you get your workbench made, you can stick it in there and it'll glow up in your base. It's pretty cool. I like the blue one, but I mean, you know, you can change it. It kind of reminds you of like Star Wars, you know, the green and the red. And the blue kind of too. I don't know. Stick with the red one. Alright, so the sun's starting to come up. Food's an issue. I need to get a chest set up pretty quickly. And again, I'm going to need nails. But this has been the introductory video. Introductory, sorry. Having a hard time talking this morning. And we're at about 40 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and call this here, guys. So welcome to Subsistence. And I appreciate you coming and watching and hanging out. And if you want to see more content like this here, go ahead and consider giving the channel a subscription, a thumbs up, and the comments are all welcome. I'm not a total expert at this game, but I have played it. There's a lot of new stuff. I'm kind of excited to get into. It's going to be quite some time before we're into that because, like I said, just the gathering in this game is in itself a challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, right? And I will catch you guys in the next episode. So until then, guys, take care, everybody.